From the Fox 26 studios, this is Houston's Morning Show.
Walmart says it will stop selling handgun ammunition and short barrel rifle ammunition, the kind that can be used in assault-style weapons. Now, the mega retailer is also asking that customers no longer openly carry guns into its stores. The CEO of Walmart says the changes were brought on by the El Paso mass shooting, which happened in a Walmart, as well as the shootings in Dayton, Ohio, and Midland, Odessa.
After a mass shooting, many people ask why. Why would a person commit such a heinous act?
It is the hardest answer to get, but our next guest hopes to provide some insight. Dr. Elena Villanueva is a holistic health practitioner. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Well, are there some environmental risk factors that some of these mass shooters have had that can provide some sort of a connection to them and the shooting?
There absolutely are, and that's something that's just really been overlooked in the field of mental health. But it is becoming there's a lot more awareness that's coming around that now. We have environmental factors that are known to cause a major shift in brain chemistry, not just in adults, but in adolescents and children as well. So like glyphosate is one of them. There are studies, and have been studies around the world, that show that pesticides and herbicides can actually cause huge shifts in brain chemistry function that can lead to things like agitation and eventually homicides and even suicides because of the depression that's caused from the chemicals.
So when you say pesticides, is that just something that we're getting in on our food, or is that someone who's working out in the yard? Where are you getting it? You're ingesting it?
Both.
Yeah.
Yes. So all of our conventional foods are really contaminated with pesticides and herbicides, and so it's really hard for us to ignore that anymore. I remember many years ago when I would see people eating organic food, and I would say, oh gosh, they're just eating organic food, like anything at the store is fine. We all make the assumption that if we can buy it at the store and if it's available to us, that it's okay for us to use, whether it's spraying something on our lawn or buying our food.
And there have been reports now that there are upwards of more than 200 of these sort of brain draining toxins that are having an effect on our cognitive behavior. So that is a huge list. How do you suggest we go about learning more about this?
It's a huge list. Well, we are actually going to be hosting a 5-part series on mental health, where we go into all of the varying underlying causes and actually show studies and published journal articles about the different types of toxins that we're being exposed to. So it's going to be knowledge is power, and that's what we need to do. We just need to understand where we're getting our exposure so that we can minimize our exposures.
You mentioned pesticides. Any other suggestions of stuff to steer clear from out of that list of 200? Obviously, we can't go through the entire thing.
No, processed foods. Processed foods are just not good for us. We need to stay away from that. We need to stay on the outside of the grocery store, right? Avoid the aisles. Our cleaning products, including our laundry soaps and our personal care products, actually have a lot of toxins and chemicals that can not only alter our brain chemistry, but they can actually cause changes in our hormone function as well.
Well, we all want to know why these things happen, and examining bits and pieces of it maybe can help us better understand
put the whole picture together.
some way. Yeah, thank you so much, Doctor, for coming in.
Thank you.